That's a good apple. Oh my goodness, that's a good apple. It's a good apple. Granny Smith. It's Granny. It's Granny Smith. My hair. Ew. Maybe I should just cut it off and look like the Dora Milaje. Dora Milaje! NBA's fixed. And NBA's fixed. And you guys need to know this. It's fixed. It's a hoax. All a show. It's theater. It's upstage, downstage. It's stars and lights. It's robes and props. It's all made up. Everyone's a star. Come and see the show. The great show of the NBA. Sit down, children. You got your tickets. Be quiet. Watch the stars play. Enjoy. It's all theater. It's all Hamlet. It's all Othello. It's all fixed. You know what? You know what I wish? This is what I wish the NBA actually did. I wish they actually had a real game. You know what I think is the realest game in the NBA? The All-Star game. I think the All-Star games are the realest games in the NBA. And maybe the Olympics. Maybe. When they go out and play against these other teams. I think that's the only time the NBA is real. The All-Star games might be real. Except the All-Star games, they don't play as hard as they can. You know what? Because the NBA is a team individual sport. With the money that's involved in the NBA, yes, it is, Hammond. Absolutely. With the money that's involved in the NBA, okay, so let's say everybody got paid the same in the NBA. Would that make everybody play the same? What if there was no incentives? It was like a pickup game, and we paid everybody enough money to travel and live and have their family. Let's just say we paid each player $1 million. Each player, no matter if you sit in the bench, no matter if you're hurt, each player under the contract makes $1 million. Boom, go out there. That's $1 million. You couldn't even go a game, even though some of these guys make more than $1 million a game. Just a year. $1 million a basketball calendar year. So let's just say everybody made $1 million a basketball calendar year. That would make sense. That's enough to feed your family off of, isn't it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You still get a nice car and a decent house off of $1 million, right? The way LeBron's been playing, he been letting that. Now you on to something. You on to it. You see how it is. Oladipo slams on LeBron. Come on. Come on. LeBron could have just put that all away. It's a show. It's a show. They get beat by 34 points. Okay. if all was fair in the NBA, and you just at this series, just the Pacers, just leave out Milwaukee and the Celtics, Golden State and Spurs, just leave everybody out. Just look at this series. Look at how bad the Pacers have been beating the Cavs. 34 points, 30 points, 18 points. You know what I'm saying? Just look at that. Now, when the Cavs beat the Pacers, 1 point, 3 points, 2 points. I mean, barely beating them, right? Barely beating them. Now, if you were going to write a storyline to it to make people excited, you would say, in a 7-game series, I'm going to have the Pacers beat the Cavs 3 times. The Cavs beat the Pacers 4 times, but every time the Cavs win, it's going to be very close. And every time the Pacers win, it's going to be by a large margin. Why? Because it gets people's attention. It makes people wonder, is LeBron going to make it this time? It puts doubt in people's mind. This is why the most plays and the most movies are so good, because there's a level of doubt there. Listen, if you see a movie once and then your girlfriend or your guy friend says, hey, let's go see this movie, and you're just like, I already saw that movie. You already know the ending. You don't want to see it, right? You're just like, I've seen this before. If you go back and look at the Celtics and the Pacers last year, or no, if you go back and look at the Pacers in Cleveland year before last, and then look at these games, tell me what the difference is besides some of the players. You're not going to see much difference. Just go back and look at the series in 2016. Just look at it. Look at how many games they played, who won where, and what was the point spread each time that they won. Just look at it. Now, and then you fast forward today, it's the same movie. It's the same movie being played over and over and over again. And every time the Pacers win, there's a stream of doubt. And you know who pushes that doubt? Skip Bayless. Because Skip is a frenemy of LeBron. Skip is constantly out there talking about how he doesn't like LeBron. He said recently LeBron played 82 games for the first time. LeBron tweets back, yada, yada. They're frenemies. They're frenemies. Just keep it going. Keep it going on Twitter. Keep it going on First Take. Keep it going on Undisputed. It's just ridiculous. It's all a game. That's why I'm like, man, God is one who loves you. These guys don't love you. They just want your eyeballs on the game, and the more you watch the game, the more money that they give to these basketball players. They're not giving any to you. You're not getting any of that money. Any of you guys getting NBA money? I'm not. I don't watch it. I don't watch none of the games. But I like to tell you guys that it's fixed because some of you guys just don't believe me. You don't believe me, and I'm just like, you know what? That's fine that you don't believe me. Tell my man, how you doing, brother? You know what, Israel? I'm just sitting here chatting it up before I hit the hay. Just came back from seeing a great movie, probably the greatest movie I ever saw in my life. Sounded like Kevin Hart. Bam! The Avengers and Infinity Wars was great. Boom, bam, boom. Probably the best movie I ever saw. But nonetheless, some of you guys don't believe me. Now, for you guys who do not believe me, you muggles who refuse to believe the NBA is fixed, that's cool. Because the NBA is entertaining. Those guys can do things that the majority of us can't do. If you ever wonder why LeBron has never been hurt, just ever wonder why. Anyways, I talk about that all the time. But I do understand why a lot of you watch it. Because it's entertaining. It is. My problem is when people give so much time to it and just gotta see the game and just, you know, it's just like, come on, guys. Relax, you know. It's just a game. I didn't know Thanos was that guy. You're a muggle guy. You're a muggle guy. Nah, I'm just saying muggle. Muggle comes from J.K. Rowling's. Thanos is the mad type. But I saw it, And just awesome. Now, I'll just call you guys muggles though, for the non-believers, but I was just using one of her words. But I'm getting a lot of people on the channel to question how I, so I just did a video talking about how I do, the NBA stuff. And, some people were throwing out gematria, and I'm just like, you know what? The gematria guys, they have their own flavor of doing stuff. Them and Tony Tell It Like It Is. They got their own way of doing stuff. And they try to reveal it to you by using the arbitrary system of gematria. Gematria is so far out there and so unpredictable that anyone can get on the gematria website, because it's what they use, and they put numbers into the gematria website, and it comes out and spills out some other numbers, and then they make this whole sycophantic conclusion on what it actually means. It has hand down like that, and why can't Thor fight him now? Oh, you must have saw it. Is his hand done like that, and why can't Thor fight him now? Well, okay, Thor went and had a hammer made from a dying star again. He had a bigger hammer made, a better hammer. So basically, okay, Thor is made, his god power is lightning, correct? So the more conduit that he has to channel lightning, the stronger he is. Remember, his sister destroyed his hammer that was made from a collapsing star from the same people. But he has a bigger hammer now. So the bigger Thor's hammer is, the more energy he can channel through it. That's how he was able to fight Thanos now. Yeah, I know. Bill Cosby was found guilty. I know. Who said Bill Cosby was found guilty by... Yeah, I did a video about it, but it didn't post. And the thing about it was that same chick, I think that same chick said that she was going to set him up for money. That's exactly what she did. She won. Tonight made me realize that it was fixed. Okay. You coming? Are you a new sub, Hammond? He's going to be a sub now. I'm a LeBron fan, and I've never seen something that looks so fit. I didn't even watch the game. I just watched some of the highlights. It's so bad now. It's so bad now that the everyday average person who watches basketball and some who don't watch basketball can tell it's fixed. It's just bad now. And you know what's going to happen? The ratings are going to plummet. Watch, they're going to win. The next game that they play, they're going to win. When is it? Monday or something? I don't know. The next game they play, I say they win by 4. Cleveland wins by 4. Boom. Next game they play. LeBron, Thanos. Listen, LeBron is Thanos all day. LeBron is the mad type. He can do, listen, just like the young man said, LeBron's being held back. That's it and that's all. You know what I'm saying? He's standing still. Oladipo drives down the middle and slams on it. No, come on. LeBron can see that coming a mile away. It's not like he boom, boom, posted up, drove him back, boom, spun on him, and no. He comes down from the top of the key, LeBron standing in the paint, and you can't tell me Bron can't stop that. How tall is Depot? How tall is Office Depot? Get out of here. Allergies, man. I got allergies. Office Depot is how tall? Out of here, man. LeBron James comes and he comes down the middle on LeBron James. Get out of it. LeBron standing right there with the other two defenders who are like 6'9" too. No, I'm not having that. I got allergies real bad. Need to take some. I'm just saying. OKC is losing by 10. OKC will win. OKC will win the game. It doesn't matter how bad they're losing. What's the score and what quarter is it in? Cleveland, not even that bad. They got them playing bad on purpose. Yep, leaving people wide open and everything. Yeah, man, it's terrible. And you know, the thing about it is, you're LeBron. Yeah. Yeah, that's nothing. In the third quarter, that's nothing. See, you're a LeBron fan. Okay. Yeah. I got allergy, you guys. I don't like to take medicine. I don't like to take allergy medicine. But I'm gonna start. See, you guys are LeBron fans. And as a LeBron fan, what up, Jungle Boy? As a LeBron fan, this is the disturbing part. When you see your favorite player playing like crap and you know for a fact that this guy is the most dominant person in the whole league, it just hurts. You feel like you're being lied to. I mean, you ever ask a girl where she's been and she's straight up like, and you already know the answer? You know what I'm saying? She just straight up lies to you. It just hurts because you're like, why would you lie to me? Like, we supposed to be like, yeah, you're supposed to be the GOAT. It's all a game. It's like, why would you lie to me? It's like, LeBron, we supposed to be homies, dog. Why you lying to me, dog? It hurts to see you play like crap. And LeBron will tell you, look, I'm playing like I'm supposed to. Because I'm not the one who makes the rules. I'm the one who follows them. And as long as I follow these rules, I will live in probably 5 or 6 mansions spread across America. You know, I can buy pretty much what I want when I want. My kids are going to grow up to be, you know, very, very rich. And I have a beautiful wife and you don't. So what am I going to do? Tell you the truth? Or am I going to play like they want me to play? Answer is he's going to play like they want him to. Because he's a slave to the rhythm. I'm sorry. They're all slaves to the rhythm. They are. They're all slaves to the rhythm. None of those guys are playing to their fullest potential. They're not. He need help back. No, he don't need. Yeah. He don't need help. LeBron to take over that game, and that'll be it. LeBron doesn't need help. What up, Savage? Game 7, Cavs will win by 6. There you go. See, you know, my subs already know what's up. They already know what's up. Cavs gonna win. You guys can watch it if you want to. That's fine. We do not tell people don't watch the games. We tell people when you watch the game, watch the whole game. Understand the game that you're watching. Give him somebody like Westbrook, big defense. Westbrook got his own problems. Westbrook padding them stats. He got his own problems. He better win this game tonight or he's going home early. He'll win. They'll win tonight. I got a pizza that says he'll win tonight. Shoot, I got a large pizza that says they'll win tonight. Here's what it is. How about the Celtics and the Bucks? Where they at? Game 6, right? They play game 6 yet? I want to know where they're at. The Raptors and the Wizards, who cares? They down 45 then. Who's down for 45 points? 45 points. Game 7 tomorrow. Okay. Game 7, they going off on the Pacers. Yep. I told my friend tonight that the NBA wanted the Pacers to win for that last time on their home. Yeah. Come on now. Hey, where's game 7 being played at? Don't say in Cleveland. Don't do it. Do not say in Cleveland. That's like a cruel joke. That's a cruel joke. It's like Office Depot. You did good today. You beat us. 34 points. Man, you really came down. You drove down, you went all the way up, and then you came down and you scored 2 points. Wow. That was really something. You trounced us, man. See what happens to you tomorrow. All day. See what happens to you. When do they play in Cleveland? When's game 7? The rest are not on Bron's side. Yeah, Sunday. The rest are on the NBA side. The rest are on the NBA side. All right, let's get that straight right now. Because if the refs were on Bron's side, they would have beat Golden State last year. All right? The refs are on the side of the NBA. The NBA dictates what? And the NBA is dictated by the ads, by corporate, by big corporate entities. That's how the NBA is dictated. I keep telling you, pick the most. That's where the calls are so unbalanced. Yeah. Look. If you want to know how to choose what game who's gonna win during the playoffs, and I mean that. If you want to know who's gonna win during the playoffs, what you do is you take the team that has I'm telling y'all my secret sauce. All right, I'm letting y'all know. So when y'all out there looking like pros during the playoffs, saying who gonna win, just don't forget who told y'all how to do it. Because don't be like, oh, man, I been knew how to do it. No. It's the secret sauce. You take the most popular player out of the two teams, and whichever one of them is the most popular player, it's a good chance that that team is going to move forward into the championship, move forward through the rounds. That's usually the way it is. Because the ad revenue for that player is generated how many eyeballs watch that person. So Paul George just did a commercial. He just did a Gatorade commercial, him and one of the other players. I don't know when that commercial came out, but last year was KD. Yeah, because he never won a championship. Okay. It's who makes the most money. Yeah, it's how they make it, though. Yeah. But, I mean, some of those teams lose. the teeter-totter between LeBron James losing this year, the constant, and they look bad, and then everybody gets fired. Then they got a whole new team, but they still walk, onto the playoffs. What up, Nathan? But they still walk onto the playoffs. Like, when you look at that, all of that is built up storyline. All of that is just, we're not gonna make it. I mean, it's like the Lord of the Rings. We're not gonna make it. We made it. That's what the Lord of the Rings was. It was a constant. We're not gonna make it. All of a sudden, we made it. The whole time. We have to go through the Pelennor Fields. The Pelennor Fields. No man has ever crossed the Pelennor Fields, but we must go. Gandalf. Oh, I think we'll go, Bilbo. Can you make it with the ring? The wearer of the ring, hear the voice compelling him. He makes it. Same thing. It's like the Cavs were down. Yes! Greatest story ever told. You know what I'm saying? They're down 3-1. No team is down 3-1. I mean, you can just start writing to that. Make it seem like the old 60s when they were, no team has ever been down 3-1 in a championship game. Will LeBron make it to the championship game? This is Brett Musburger. This just in. LeBron James. It's a story. You print it through the news. With the spinning newspaper. Headlines. LeBron James is down 3-1. Will he make it through the championship games? How many rings do you think LeBron's got? 7. 7. I think he's going to end up with 7 rings. Get his last one around 38, 39. They've been telling it before it happened. Right. They use gematria. Number 33 means a pie in the face. It's like, out of here. Yes, back in the Roman days, the pie in the face means that you win the championship. They choose some silly Roman person who said it. It's crazy. Just now, LeBron doesn't have any help. Then when he wins the championship, LeBron has carried the team for, it's going to be all that savage. Tone, what is the storyline for LeBron James? Him single-handedly carrying his team. What do you mean, what's the storyline? You just wrote it. Pay attention to the commercials all day because that's where the money comes from. You just wrote the storyline, Nathan. LeBron James. Let me get my 1960s, my 1960s voice in. This just in. LeBron James carries his team to the championship with no help. He did it single-handedly. Chicago Bureau. I mean, that's the storyline. And it just solidifies his greatness. He's so great, though. Not so great. He's better than me, but if everything was fair, let me ask you this. If everything was fair, do you think the Pacers would beat Cleveland? Truthfully, I don't. I don't think the Pacers are a better team. I don't think Washington, Pacers, the Celtics, the Bucks. Nope. The Bucks. I think Houston is a better team. I just believe that they are. I think that the Raptors might be a better team, but that would be a good fight. If they let everything turn out the way it should be, that would be a real good fight right there, the Raptors in Cleveland. That would be a good, honest one. And I don't think that they're better than, Golden State by far. Now, if they was going up against Golden State and you said they had no help, I would believe that. I believe that. Because just simply what Steph Curry can do is just, it's almost superhuman. I would say borderline is Steph Curry's ability to how many game sevens will LeBron James play in this playoff? I think every round the Cavs will, I believe you. The value of LeBron James playing every single game. Okay, let's step back for a minute. Skip Bayless just said LeBron just played 82 games. LeBron has never played 82 games in 15 seasons? Never played 82 games. Never. This season he's done it. You cannot tell me that with him playing 82 games this season, that is a more narrative for him to just have an unbelievable year and then win the whole. The more stuff they put out on his stats, the greater it makes him look. And then the worse his teammates play, the greater it makes him look. The more he wins with a sorry team, the greater it makes him look. It just on and on and on. LeBron James play his full ability. He could take everyone in control. Well, he's dropped 61 points before when he played for the Heat. He dropped 54 points before. So a 61-point game it's doable for him. What was it? Game 2, he came out and scored 13 points in just not even a few minutes. If he did that, okay, he comes out and scores 13 unanswered points. Just think about that. If he did that every quarter, 13 unanswered points, and he did it within a very few minutes. If he did that, you just take those numbers right there. What's 13 times 4? I suck at math. Anybody who doesn't like it, eat my shorts. 13 times 4. 52. Yeah, 52. It's just doable. That's 52 points right there. Yeah, 57 this year. Yeah, it's doable. LeBron James can score 20 points a quarter. And he can play 4 quarters if he wants to. I believe that without a doubt. Without a doubt. 82 games plus 28 games in the playoffs. Yeah, it's just the setup to make him look colossal. He can score 20 points, and it's just nothing for him to do that. It really is. And I think when he comes out of the game, like I said, this is the only player who's never been hurt. He's never had a major injury. Most superstars, out of the 10 superstars in the league, have had some type of injury. I would say 80% of them. 80% of the superstars have had some type of serious injury. He's played 15 years. He's never been hit in the face, and it's taken him completely out for a while. He's never had his knee jacked up, and it's him out for a whole season. None of that, because he's the face of the NBA. Even while Kobe and all of them was still playing, LeBron James never had a major injury. It's just something weird about that. Really, really is. He's played more minutes than anybody else in the NBA. Anyone. Because he's never injured. I mean, Zaza tried to injure Russell Westbrook on purpose. He fell on his legs on purpose. Could you imagine if they tried to do that to LeBron James? What the backlash would be? That dude would probably never play another minute of basketball again. Like, are you correct? Do you realize how much money we put behind him? And you tried to injure him? I don't mean you tried to green him in nuts. No. You tried to take one of his. You know what the insurance is on those legs? No, we're not having that. Okay, 370. All right, prove me wrong. Cavs in Toronto, Cavs in 7. Yeah, I don't know who's after that. Better than me. Prove me wrong. Let's see if OKC falls. I want to be wrong. Go see what one of the gematria guys says before the game's over. They'll probably post it. What up with Thomas? Hey, one of the gematria guys are going to post right when the game's over. They're going to say, I told you that 85 and 92 means that Russell Westbrook is going to lose this year. They're going to make a video as soon as the game is over. The gematria guy. There's what, about 2 of them? There's like 2 gematria guys out there. Soon as it's boom, they're going to go live and start talking jump. I told you that 65 and 32. Like, get out of here. Kick you off of YouTube with your clowning this. Yeah. One of them dudes going to do it. I guarantee you one of them going to do it. You're going to be like, this wasn't up here 5 minutes ago, bruh. Like, what? Like, look and see what time that their video's posted and look and see what time the game is over. I guarantee you one of them gematria guys are going to go up there and they're going to do an after-the-fact video talking about these numbers added up to this, and this is how they knew. It's like, bro, hindsight is 2020. Yeah. It's like, this is how you knew. I could say my great-great-grandmother lived on a farm that was 5 acres long and 4 acres wide, and 54 meant that 100 years later that OKC was going to lose in Game 6. That's what it meant. Just want to tell you that. They come up with the most arbitrary stuff that is to listen. I don't do the gematria thing. Here's what I suggest to anybody who listens to the gematria guys. Download that page that they have, because it's not a secret sauce. It's not like you got to be in a secret gematria society to own that little website that they use. And then here's what you do. You take whatever game, basketball, football, hockey, badminton, I don't care what it is, and you listen to these gematria guys, and then you take whatever they're saying, then you start plugging those numbers into the website and see if it comes up true for you. If it does, boom, you got yourself some secret sauce, and now you can tell when a game is going to win, when a game is going to do what. But if it doesn't, like, don't do no after the fact. Do all before the fact. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James plays Toronto. He will be down 3 games by oh, yeah. That's the same 2016 sauce right there. That's what happened in 2016. Yeah. You know, like, I don't really like to take credit for that. It's It's not like I'm winning anything, but it's obvious to me. You know, it's not like I'm sitting here, you know, with some kind of system that nobody should know about. It's just like, I tell you guys all the time the way I think, you know, when it comes to this. But you guys got to understand something. I've been thinking like this for 20, 25 years. This isn't new. I just started talking about it because my neighbor started talking about it. Then I started making videos because I knew that he watched my video and he didn't believe me. I was like, okay, bro. All right. So I started making videos, but I was talking to him in the videos. That's why I started doing it. I stumbled upon the NBA is fixed. Listen, I didn't even look at other people's websites on YouTube saying the NBA was fixed. If you look at my very first video, I'm sitting outside on my porch talking about the NBA is fixed. LeBron's, matter of fact, I was walking up and down the curb. I said the NBA is fixed. LeBron's going to win in Game 7. That's exactly what happened. That was in 2016. So I'm just telling you guys, yeah, what up, Ray Skater? He's on fire. Shoots from the top of the key. It's Ray Skater. Yeah, I just told my neighbor, I was just like, look, it's fixed. Because he was like, why don't you watch basketball? I was like, sports are fixed. He was like, nuh-uh. I was like, yeah, Raj. You know, he's like, no, he got the, you know, he's a guy. He got the talking yak, and I was just like, Cleveland's gonna win in Game 7. He was like, no, man. I was like, all right. And so I started making videos, and he would listen to me talk about the NBA. And listen, I wasn't really getting into the NBA until he started giving me feedback, and I was like, I'm gonna get deep into this. Then I'm gonna prove to you guys why it's fixed and how it's fixed. So I took my experience with working in advertising, promotions, and marketing, which I did for about 12 years. And I just said, wherever the money goes, that's where the game goes. It just makes good sense. I bet you when LeBron James reaches the finals, he will go down 3-0 and come back. I don't think he'll go down 3-0. But he could. Just because I don't think it, you know, doesn't mean anything. So if the Cavs win it all, I will donate $1,000 to you personally, and I will take every bit of that. But here's the, here's the thing, Savage. You know, you donate $1,000 to me, I'm going to end up giving it back. I'm going to end up doing some kind of, thing with it. For those of you who don't know, I have a contest going on who wins. I have actually a few of them, but I have a $25 gift card giveaway for the person who guessed the two teams that we're going to be in, what game it was going to be won in, and what the score is going to be. And only $25, but that's because I used my YouTube revenue for it. So I really don't make a lot. So $1,000 would be awesome. That would mean I can give more away, but I'll never give away more than $100 at a time because I don't want any legal things going on. So like when the pennant comes up again, I'll give, $25 to $50 away for the pennant, the Super Bowl. I'll even do hockey. If you guys are into hockey, FIFA, I'll start getting to that. Women's basketball, somebody asked me about that. Sanchez asked me about that. And I missed the mark on that. I knew it was going to win, but I called the wrong person. The Cavs got whooped. Yeah, it was supposed to be that way, right? When I started listening to you, I looked at basketball, and it's true what you said. Well, thank you very much. I'll say this again because somebody said, you repeat yourself all the time. Yeah, because I always get new people on here. I don't watch the games. Can't that ruin a kid's dreams? Yeah. Yep. But people need heroes. I sure did call it there. I'm from Ohio. But I was raised in Pittsburgh. They want them to be dominant, but the NBA want everybody to have a little chance. The NBA wants everybody to play their role. They told LeBron not to win. They did tell him not to win. The NBA wants everybody to play the role. And as far as the kids are concerned, you don't hear no kid out there going, the NBA is fixed. Are my messages through? I'm reading them. Hey, Tone, if you think the NBA is fixed, how many? Oh, because I didn't. Okay. If you think the NBA is fixed, how many players do you think are in on it? Okay, that is an excellent question. All right. So let's try. I got allergies, guys. I'm sorry. All right. So when I do the NFL is fixed, I have a whole breakdown of the NFL from the beginning of the season to the playoffs, then to the Super Bowl. I have a whole system that I have developed to help anyone listening to me understand exactly where I'm coming from and where it's going to. And basically the NFL is like a deck of cards, just like the NBA. It's like, or it's like a game of dominoes. You know, one major player falls out, that team falls out. You know what I'm saying? And you can just kind of look how a team is functioning, and this team is good. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, boom, shoulder injury, boom. Next thing you know, the cheeseheads are all the way out of it. You know, Pittsburgh Steelers, Antonio Brown gets turf toe in game 13, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to keep up with the – I mean, it's just a – so to answer your question, I don't think everybody who plays in the NBA or in any sport knows that the fix is in until they know. Now, I did a video called "The NBA is Fixed," but nobody told Ryan Tannehill. And if you go and look at that video and just listen to the breakdown of it, then you'll probably get a better understanding of the way I look at everyone on the bench and go, you don't know yet that the NBA is fixed. Russell Wilson, you don't know yet. You don't know yet, but you got a $60 million contract. And then after you got that contract, or was it before? No, it was after. You got a $60 million contract. You went to the Super Bowl. The next year, you went back to the Super Bowl and you lost to the Pats. Okay, let me say it again. You got a $60 million contract after you won the first Super Bowl. And I think I'm correct on that. I could be wrong. So if you look at the rhythm of the stroke, is what I call it. Russell Wilson comes in as a rookie. He's one of there's like 5 dynamite rookies that came in. He's one of the survivors. He comes in, boom, rookie. They build the team around him, give him a great defense, let this rookie come in, do his thing. Boom, wins a Super Bowl. Everybody's like, dope. Sierra's like, yeah, let me get with that. She marries up on him. Boom. Okay, he gets a $60 million contract. Just got a wife. Now you got a kid that's not yours. It's future's kid. But you're taking care of somebody else's kid. That's good. And then you go back to the Super Bowl, Russell Wilson. And what did you do when you went back to the Super Bowl? You threw the ball to Brown in the end zone when you should have gave the ball to Beast Mode. And everybody in the entire world is like, why did you give the ball to Beast Mode? Beast Mode is still somewhere in the Raiders locker room scratching his head going, why did you not give me the ball? Answer is because now you know the NFL is fixed. Russell Wilson, you have just been inducted. That's the way I think. Yeah, it is a sports soap opera. Yes, I do. Yes, I do think that Here's the thing about the Saints. Because at first I didn't believe it. But it really, see, that game didn't matter to me. That game didn't matter to me whether the Saints were gonna go back. Well, let me see it again. Okay, let's look at it like this. Who did the Vikings play after they beat the Saints? Because they went to the Final Four. They were in the Final 8. They went to the Final Four after that game. Who did they play? Now, I really don't remember who they played. Okay, they played the Eagles. All right, so when they played the Eagles, okay, let's switch it around. Let's say that Diggs would have got hit, ball, he would have went out of bounds. Boom. No miracle in Minnesota happened. Boom. Drew Brees goes up against the Eagles. Who do you think would have won the game with Drew Brees and the Eagles? We can all say it together. The Saints would have won that game. The Saints would have beat the Eagles all day. Now, ask yourself, would Tom Brady, would he have an easier chance of even though he lost? I don't think he was supposed to lose that game, especially how close it was. They were told to lose. Yeah, see, the Eagles shouldn't have been there. The Eagles shouldn't have, with a second-string quarterback, who's actually, he's a first-string quarterback playing in a second-string position, the Eagles should not have been there. Because if you flip-flop that and take that play away that when Diggs caught the ball, and then you put Drew Brees up against the Eagles, I'm telling you, the Saints would have slaughtered the Eagles. They would have slaughtered them. And that's it, and that's all. I was with Allen Iverson and Steven Jackson, Larry Hughes, and a couple of other NBA players this weekend. Nothing about them seemed fake. Not saying you're wrong. Just, well, wait a minute, Hayes. You that's a whole different thing. For one, you were with Allen Iverson, Steven Jackson, Larry Hughes, who I don't know, and some other ball players. Let's just start off with Allen Iverson. That was a storyline. They won't tell. Let's just start off with AI. Let's just start off and what AI was doing for Philly, right? He played for a couple of teams, but what he did for Philly, he just got into the Hall of Fame or something like that, didn't he? You know, and then the whole narrative after he got out is supposedly lost all his money, this, that, flamboyancy, and all that. But when you just start off with AI and what AI means to Philadelphia, okay. When you look at his career, he had a stellar career, yada, yada, yada. He was a big man on campus. Everybody loves him, okay? Who in a right mind would say that Allen Iverson, somebody came from nothing, made himself something, and is inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame, just a superhero forever in Philadelphia? Who is to say that this man is not real? For one, I never said that the players aren't real. I said that the games aren't real. All right? I would never say that these players aren't real. Never say that these players are fake. Oh, no. I always credit the players and say these players are way above average. Dude, the average guy can't get on the court with these guys. They are way too good. It's just not going to happen. They're far more talented than I have ever been in my best day. It's just, I sucked at basketball. That's just that. Nonetheless, Allen Iverson and everybody else you just mentioned, when they was taking that money and they was in the game, they was in the game. The shots was being called for them, regardless of what anybody else wants to think. They were not doing everything on their own recognizance. It just doesn't work like that. Yeah, OKC. Okay. Oh my goodness, is OKC coming back? Well, let's just see. Let's just see. I tell you what, Brian Hayes. Let's just see what OKC does tonight. If OKC loses, okay, you can call me a fraud. OKC wins, you might want to open up your eyes just a little bit more. just a scotch. All right, we'll see. So you think that the players go out to win every game? Just the league fixed it? I don't think the players go out to win every game. I think that would be a waste of energy. Yeah, Westbrook losing. Okay, going out to win every game is high school football, high school basketball. That's going out to win every game. But even like when I was in the 8th grade, we played up against a team that we just trounced them. They had the best field though, but we beat them so bad. It was just so bad. We had our 3rd string guy come in, and this running back, this little white dude, man, he was just a little guy, you know what I'm saying? But we was just like, bring him out here. You know what I'm saying? Give him the ball. He scored for the first time ever on our team. We're just like, yeah, but we were trouncing this team. So eventually we had to lay off. What I think is that players are told when to come out before the game, even before they're in the locker room to play that next game. Listen, I think they're told a script of what's going to happen before the first game is played. I just do. I don't think they come to the game and whine. Listen, LeBron James in 2016, Game 6, he was interviewed. And he said, and he was talking about how he came out, he had the right mindset, yada, yada, and they did all this, that, and the third. And what he also said was, they were asking, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow? He says, I'm going to come out, put my best effort out, and I'm going to be happy with the results. My immediate question after I saw that was, how do you know you're going to be happy with the results? You're going to be happy with the results. Not you're going to be happy with your effort. You're going to be happy with the game, the way the game comes out. And of course, they won the championship that next game. It's just like, come on, bro. Listen, I think it's scripted from the beginning on what's actually going to happen. So if those players came out ready to go, like high school ball, like we used to come out football, like we was like, you know what I'm saying? If they come out like that in basketball, just ready to get in everybody's A right now, son, the league would not be able to control that. It would be so lopsided. It just would. I swear he didn't drive tonight. I just thought about that. Who LeBron didn't go to the hub. They told him to lose, and all he did was settle for threes every single time. OKC winning. I told you OKC gonna win. Count through the game, count through the game. Okay. Oh my goodness. Like I said, man, even if OKC lost, the NBA is still fixed. But I just discuss what? Oh, discuss me? I don't know what you're asking me to do, Kevin. I don't know who that is, but 3-point foul, 3 shots for Paul George. Yeah. You know, somebody asked me why don't I bet big money on these games. I'd be a rich man if I did, but I don't want the attention. I don't want the attention. You know, I'm not a betting man. You start winning money like that, you get a lot of people who you don't want in your life. I'm not interested in having that. I don't want you calling me. I don't want you asking me how I'm doing it. I don't want, you following me around. I don't want that. I want to be able to go, where I need to go, grab a soda, come home and watch whatever I'm going to watch and do whatever I'm going to do. I don't want to be worried about going outside. But like I said, if OKC loses, you guys can question what I'm saying. But how much time is left in the game? I really don't even care. I really don't even care. So I hope I answered your question. I would never besmirch any of these guys' talent. Okay. Because they're way more talented than me. I'll tell you one thing I was able to do that was pretty okay. I was pretty okay at it. I, believe it or not, was a fast swimmer. I was able to swim the 50 in under 23 seconds. So I actually raced the state champ before, and I tied him twice, and he beat me once. And I never took any swimming practice. I could just swim. So that's a talent that I did have. But I hated to swim long distance. I was a middle distance runner, but I was a swimming sprinter. One time I went on a swim team one day, and I was like, "Who's the fastest guy here?" I raced him, I beat him, and I walked away. And there's no doubt in my mind that I could have got a scholarship for swimming, but I hated spending that much time in the water. It bored me. All those laps, I was like, I don't want to do this. But that was a talent that I kind of gave away. I wish I wouldn't have, because I would have liked to see what I could have done with that. But I was fast and kind of cocky because I knew I could beat pretty much anybody I went up against, So I think swim times that they're doing in the Olympics are, 20 seconds and 21. So I would have got beat by a couple lengths, but still I was fast enough to keep up with some people, but I had a slow flip turn. So yeah, had a very, as a matter of fact, the guy who won a state championship, he was like, the reason why I won a state championship because I have a fast flip turn. I was like, I have a slow flip turn. And so he'd hit the wall, flip turn. And once he flip turned, then I'd flip turn, and I would see his body ahead of me, and I was able to power my way and catch up to him. But by the time that was, we both hit the wall. I see Meek Mill's clone, white, now out of jail, yeah. Listen, the whole Meek Mills thing, some high school sports are fixed. They're just grabbing them out of high school and they're throwing them in there now. But as far as the Meek Mills thing, I think that the judge, she needs to recuse herself and leave him alone, but she won't. I think that it's ridiculous how much time they was trying to give him, and he was on probation. But here's the thing. When you make rap music that's violent, you are what you eat, and people listen to that. See, that's the problem. That's the reason why this judge thinks that he's a menace to society. Okay, according to the law, okay, so if you go out and commit a crime, let's just say you go out and you snatch, candy bars. That's your thing. And you get caught for it. Then once you get out of jail or off of probation or whatever, or you're still on probation, you go out and you start snatching more candy bars. Except you don't snatch it out of one place. You go around town snatching candy bars. Everybody knows that you are candy bar snatching little some so. So here's the thing. Once they catch you again, they're going to look at you and like, it's a deviant behavior. You're going to always snatch candy bars every chance that you get. Now, there was a guy here who took a group of guys, small group of them, and they went to one of the whitest part of town, a place that just you normally don't see black people hanging out there. You just don't. But what they did was they robbed these people. Now, the reason why robbing these particular people was a bad idea is because a lot of them are old. And there are all kind of laws that protect people who are over a certain age. You just don't mess with them. So what these guys did, was they took guns, but the guns were not loaded. And they broke into these old people's house, tied this old lady up, had a gun to her, and while they had a gun to her, they robbed her house. Then they went to another house, did the same thing, another house, all within the same spot. They just went door to door to door to door till they finally got caught. Well, when the judge found the guy who was, the ringleader of the crew, all the other guys got sentenced. Well, that guy got sentenced to life. And he was like, Judge, the gun was, didn't have any bullet. He's like, it doesn't matter. We sentenced you to life because you are a menace to society. So when you're looking through a judge's point of view and looking at how they're looking at Meek Mills, they're listening to his music. See, the crime he committed was like years ago, and he's been on probation for 10 years. But if you listen to it when he first came out, he was talking the same thing he talks about now. Except he just talks about having a bunch of money. But it's still talking about the same thing. Not to mention that he just had his crew get into it and fighting with Safari, who got robbed too. But they all jumped out of their vehicles and went and tried to beat him up. And it was like Meek Mills did that. So when you're still in that type of arena and you're still, making that type of music, this is one reason why the judge is like, you guys don't understand. This guy is a problem. His music is a problem, and so on and so forth. This is why she just won't let it go. What about Bill Cosby? What about Bill Cosby? Bill Cosby is another person who has deviant behavior. Bill Cosby is a freak. He also misused his power. Bill Cosby was a gatekeeper back in the 70s and 80s because of his popularity and his pure genius. And of course, all that came with money. He was a businessman. Is what he is. But Bill Cosby loved the young poontang. We all love the young poontang. You in your 30s, and you see this 18-year-old gorgeous thing trying to have sex with you. Did they lose? What? Okay, like I said, doesn't matter. Hey, good stuff. Let's see if LeBron loses. Wow. He missed three free throws. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I am surprised. I ain't taking any bets on that. Let me look and see if I took any bets on that. Almost did. I know I ain't take no bets on that, and I would have, because I was for sure that OKC would go. Let's see. Nope, I didn't take no bets on that. Huh, I would have lost my money. It is what it is, like I said. Don't make me no difference if they win or lose. Y'all gonna go at it. So now here's the thing about Bill Cosby, since one of you asked, I don't know who asked, but or if you guys even care right now. But here's the thing about Bill Cosby. Those women knew. All right, so the chick, the woman who Cosby was found guilty of putting to sleep, putting drugs in her, and then this is what the defense says. Oh yeah, it's rigged all day. Oh, $25. No, I bet 2 pizzas. So that's not really that deep to me. I bet 2 pizzas, 2 $10 gift cards. So yeah, I did. It's definitely still. Yeah, I mean, 2 pieces is nothing. I didn't bet like 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Who's that said? Who's that said? If I gotta write that down. They said it. $1,000. If who wins, they said it'd give me $1,000 if who wins. I need to look at that again. Not that I expect you to give me $1,000, but yeah, I messed up. That messed up. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I'm kind of glancing through the comments now. I did not expect that to happen, guys. But it is what it is. Heck, I didn't expect Tom Brady to lose either, but I missed some of the narratives. And he lost. And that was just that. All right, well, I can't find it. Yeah, so Bill Cosby, so the chick said, for one, she said she was going to set him up. And she did. And then 2, there were 5 other women. Now remember, the case that Bill Cosby just got, found guilty of happened in 2009. Bill Cosby's been a sexual deviant for the last 50 years. Those other women that came forth, Janet Dickinson and all those Janet Dickinson used to brag about being a hoe. She used to brag about having oral sex with truckers, random truckers. You're a supermodel. She used to turn her ass up to random truckers. And then you want to cry about Bill Cosby did? Yeah, he did. Now, the thing about Bill's defense said that this chick in 2009 who just got sentenced, who he's going to get sentenced from, they said that it was consensual sex. And I'm just like, well, if she wakes up, because she said stop, and he stopped. It's just like, yeah, well, she wakes up and you're on top of her, she's going to be like, what the hell is going on? Bill Cosby's problem is not that he slept with all those beautiful women because they wanted to sleep with him. His problem is that he drugged them. But here's the thing. They knew he was drugging women and sleeping with them. They were walking into Bill Cosby's dressing room. They would just walk in his dressing room like, let's go. A lot of those women said, we wanted to sleep with him. But he's a deviant. He likes power. And his whole trip was, I want you to be asleep. I want to have complete control over you. I don't want you to say anything. I want to do it. He got off on pure power. That's what he didn't get off on, just being with the girl. He got off on completely dominating that woman in any shape, form, or fashion, and that's what's going to cost him. That's what his problem was. He could have, Camille probably knew. He could probably have, he could have been, he could still be knocking off 22-year-olds. Think Camille's gonna say anything? He could break her off a couple million and tell her to go fly a kite. You highly doubt the games are rigged? All right. Oh, okay. Steve O made the $1,000 comment. Okay. I was just reading what it was, though. I was like, what did he say? If someone, I was like, if who wins? I wanted to, Steve O, I forgot what you said about the $1,000, but I wanted to, what it made me do was make me want to pay more attention to, that particular team. So that's what I was like, wow, let me look at that. But yeah, so that's what Bill Cosby's problem was. He's just he's a sexual deviant. And when you completely take over somebody without them knowing, that is a crime. And he should be punished for it. That's it, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, he didn't need to do it. That's the part that pisses me off. Bill, you didn't need to do that. Yeah. It's like, Bill, you didn't need to do that. You had it falling all over you. But you did that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm in shock that I'm not in shock, but surprised. But if Cleveland's still in it, let's just see where it goes from there. I'll be surprised if Cleveland wins. I mean, loses. I will be really surprised. Be like, whoa, wait a minute. Huh. So now some of you are like, I don't believe the NBA is fixed. Don't go off of me and, look at it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get a better understanding of it yourself. I'm just here to tell you my point of view. Oh, so the Cavs win it all. Okay, Steve-O. That's what I wanted to see. If the Cavs win it all. Let me just write this down. But it's not a bet. It's just something. I just want to write it down. Steve-O. Very good. Cap went on, man. Let me read some of your comments. Do I believe in UFOs? Absolutely. Why would I not believe in UFOs? Let me try to read some of y'all comments. I'm sorry, it was a Cosby shoulder so long. Yeah, Cosby has been in some of the stuff he's been doing. Like, he's been doing deviant stuff for a long time, you guys. He's a 7'3" or he's overall 1-2K. He trashed. Okay, you guys are talking something else. I bet Bill Cosby don't go to jail. Why would they put him in jail? That's not what those women are after. They're after his money. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. You said, okay, see, over Cavs and 6, bro. I never said that. Tone rank 7. Okay. That's what's up. What up, Copper? You didn't know he's on here. Do you believe in it? Kevin, I believe in UFOs. I could get into that, but I think if I start talking about UFOs, everybody would leave. Okay, so he didn't even beat Utah. I thought that they would beat Utah. Well, I didn't see Utah beating us. Yeah, I didn't see that either. Most people didn't see that, but it happened. Cleveland won't lose LeBron his money for the NBA. Exactly. Let's see. Yeah. Toma, man. What up, legend? I want to go get seen. I'm like, wait, why didn't they just let them win to get more money? You know, I don't know either. But let's think about this. It would have been, I mean, $500-600 million a game. That doesn't make no sense to me. Why the NBA would cut that out? It just that just doesn't add up to me at all. I mean, not one bit. But, you know, powers that be said, you know, it is what it is. And look at the Trailblazers. Look how much money they lost on the Trailblazers going out that fast. It just makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the Spurs. Look at the Spurs going out in Game 5. Why lose those 2 games? Why lose those 2 games? It's so revenue being lost. You got 2, and then I mean, the Blazers got swept. That's 3. It's almost 10 games just gone. Yeah, it's fixed. Give me the truth. How you doing, bro? Yeah, it's fixed. Real OGs, no. Real OGs, no. Yeah, for sure. Who's asking if you're black? You're a racist, Lester. Oh, please, guys, please. Well, just because somebody asks if you're black doesn't mean you're a racist. We love your Trill Talk and channel. I don't understand what that means. What do you think about Big Easy and Warriors tomorrow? What about the Warriors? What about the Warriors, Kevin? Yeah, Cleveland is 7. Malcolm, all day. Might not be for the money this year. Didn't NBA have big deal with Verizon and Supreme? I guess. What does it matter? We talking about sports. Yeah. I'm still watching until I go to work at 2. Still watching my channel or still watching Sweep or what? For the Warriors? The Warriors are swept the Spurs, pretty much. Tony Tone, what up, man? What up, Gibson? You still among us, Gibson? Hanging in there? Who's? Oh, you talking about are the Warriors going to sweep the next in the round 2? Who are they playing again? Anthony Davis squad. What's the name of their squad? No, I don't think the Warriors are going to sweep them. Yeah, no. The Warriors are not going to sweep them. The Pelicans. No, the Warriors are not going to sweep them. Hanging in there, man, day by day. Yeah, bro, get your money up. Pelicans. Yeah, no, they're not. I don't believe they're going to sweep them, but I was just like majorly wrong, and I was confident I wouldn't be wrong. I was confident, and I just got bam. Yeah. What was the point of the Cleveland's blowout? To just extend the series? Yeah, but that wasn't the point of the blowout, Malcolm. Like them being blown out. To me, they've been blowing them out. They beat them by 18 points, and then they beat them by 34 points. I mean, it's just they've been blowing them out. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's just part of the narrative. Pelicans look good. Pelicans do look good. Hey, let there be a threat and see if Steph Curry don't lace up. 4-2 Golden State, I'll take that. I think the NBA senior. I think so too. Hey, there's no doubt that somebody's watching my. Matter of fact, I already know somebody's watching my videos. Who they are, I don't know, but I already know that somebody is watching my videos. GS will win 4-2. Okay, it's like you say about sales on LeBron all day. The Steph will come back. Yeah. Hey. Let the Pelicans put it down one time too many and see what happens. See what happens. See what happens. You gonna wake a sleeping giant. Have you ever been threatened, Tone, because you are exposing? No. But this is the reason why I don't try to get my channel up to huge numbers. This is the reason. You notice I don't push my channel? Big question, though. Houston eliminated Golden State. Is that a part of it? Yes. Golden State will not go to the championship games. Stop saying that they're gone. Make Cavs lose. Now they are watching. No. I'm going to keep saying it because when I'm right, it gets more people to wake up. You know, but if somebody ever threatens me and I know that it's a serious threat, you know, for one, I'm going to be like, this channel is not even 2,000 people. That's for one, you know, so you're kind of wasting your time over here. For two, I am amongst a whole network of people who believe the same. So it's like, are you going to threaten all of us? And, you know, what are you going to do then? For three, we all know that the truth is out there. I'm not the first one who's done it. This is being said for years. So they would have a lot of work to do to go after a bunch of people. And I just don't think they want to take that on. Hell, I think they like the fact that it is what it is. You guys got some real far out dudes on this channel, man. Hey, Tone, better stay Texas. Fine. It's tea now. I don't understand what you're saying on that, Kev. Saying Texas for time. Yeah, I know. Don't push the channel. I know. Get stressed all the time. Yeah, I don't really try to push the channel. You go on the channel, so you believe it. They not telling Cavs lose when Bron is leaving. Why are you coming at me so much, Steve? What is your problem, bro? None. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. Now the only thing I do need to say, like when I go live, is because some people want to catch me live sometime, and I'm like, you guys need, if you're a sub, you do need to hit that little bell thing so you know that I just came on live because some people try to catch me. They're just like, yo, I missed you. A lot of times I'm on for like 2-3 hours just talking. And sometimes I'm on for like a whole 30 minutes and there's like 2 people here. You know, but I'll start talking to one person, especially if they start talking back. Yeah, I try to keep it real, Kev, you know. But I want to remind people that I don't make money on the live. You know, nobody really hits my super chat on the live. I make most of my ad money. Thanks, man. I make most of my ad money when I post video, just regularly post videos, and then I make ad monies. I know, Edwards, and I appreciate you, but I'm new at this whole live thing, you know. I go live in the morning and then I go live at night. But that's just because I just want to talk. You know, I don't feel like doing my homework, so I'm just like, I'm going to go live. Cavs ain't winning. All right, Jordan. Okay. I don't think LeBron is going to win ever again. Oh, that just hurts. Well, I tell you what, the league has been surprising me. Tonight's game with OKC has surprised me. Right. It has surprised me. I didn't expect for them to, I think I'm getting too big for the shirt. I didn't expect for them to let OKC lose. So I'm surprised at that. LeBron is still their cash cow. Curry is still their cash cow. James Harden is still their cash cow. And not in that order. As far as biggest to smallest. I can't see the Pelicans taking out the Warriors. But I can see Houston taking the Warriors out. I can't see the Pacers taking out the Cavs or the freaking the next team that they play. You know, the Raptors. I can't see that. I can't see that. But I can see Houston taking out the Cavs all day long. All day. Yeah, I'm shocked at that. The games are not rigged. All right, Biggs, I like the fact that you believe the games are not rigged. Because Sanchez was, you know, he was somebody else who believed that they wasn't rigged, but I had to get rid of him because he was just ignorant. So I like the dynamic of somebody who believes that they're not rigged, and I truly believe that they are. Paul George to Philly, I think that would cause an imbalance. Melo will stay at OKC next year. I don't think he will. I think Melo's going to leave. I think Melo's going to get the heck out of there. Might go back to New York. I have it written down, Biggs. Light on it. Lester Biggs. Yeah, right there. Right. Who goes further? You can't read my writing, but that's you. That's you, the second line. So I have it written down, big dog. See if you can see it better right there. Lester Big. Who goes further? Well, I have it written down. If Cavs and Warriors have a rematch, the Warriors will win. Yeah, I have it written down, man. Go to the Sports Deep Web prediction program. I'm looking at it, and it is getting everything right. Huh. Well, Thomas, thank you, bro. I mean, that's a legitimate. I mean, Lester had a You know, I don't usually bet, but $10 gift card or PayPal. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Lester's always on here. He's always chatting it up. If he wins, you know, I don't have a problem with that. Well, I don't hope it explodes. Okay, so here's another reason why I don't want my channel to explode. I want it to do exactly what it's doing, which is grow gradually. I am well, that's cool. I'm a 50-year-old black man. I'm 51 according to Sirius. Let me ask this woman how old I am. How old am I?
You're 51, but you don't look a day over 29.
You hear that? I don't look a day over 29. 51 years old. Anyways, so I just have some financial things going on where I don't need to make like all this colossal amount of money. I know exactly. Well, she says I'm 51. I know exactly how much money I need to make in order to, like, I don't want to go too high and I don't want to be too low. They just raised my rent again too. So when I make an extra, you know, 20, 30 bucks on here, I'm grateful for that. I'm like, but I don't want to, like, I know some people doing $7,000, $8,000 on here. I don't want to be that guy. I wouldn't want to do that until, for one, I wouldn't want to do that unless I knew I could sustain it. Because I know people who were making that money and then YouTube did one thing and then boom, they're not seeing that money anymore. And people get upset about being demonetized. You see that one lady went down and attacked YouTube. So that was uncool. Huh. Okay. You really don't look 50, bud. You know what? Thank you. I'll be on that water, man. I drink soda too. I sip the soda. Get this straight. But I drink a lot of water. Yeah. Well, you know, Steve-O, if that happens, there's going to be an uptick in some giveaways. That's for sure. Yeah, definitely that water, man. So I'll take it, Steve-O. Heck yeah. Matter of fact, now that will make my channel grow. If you guys start donating like that, because I know I'll start having all kind of giveaways. I'll be like, yo, giveaway here, giveaway. So it'll be madness if that happens. But I don't mind giving it, you know. I don't mind giving away money to people who are, I mean, you guys chatting it up with me. I don't mind. I have fun talking to you guys because I don't really talk to a lot of people at all. So I have fun chatting it up with you guys. So heck yeah, you know, we can have fun, man, and see who wins some of these sports because it's just fun. It's fun. It's just like, so you're saying Cavs winning it all, Lester? Yeah. It's looking rough though. It's looking rough for the Cavs, man. It's looking like it's gonna be a look. It's looking like there's gonna have to be some serious manipulation going on to get them there. It's a joke, bro. Cavs garbage. Okay, but look, it's looking rough for them. I ain't gonna lie. So you know, the harder teams are gonna have to be taken out one by one. OKC just got taken out. Who saw that coming? And Golden State, man, I'm sorry, but somebody's going to have to drop them. Golden State cannot see no parts of the final. And it's not like Houston is, you know, that much of a downgrade. Okay, they're balling out of control. Stay yourself. talking big OG, forget the Cavs, but we know. Well, you know, I'm just saying, man, look kind of rough for Bron, man. Them boys gonna have to come alive and get it on. Like they're gonna have to start, because some of these teams out here, man, they for real. You know what I'm saying? Getting beat by 34 points, that's a terrible look. Like, hey, check it out. On Sunday, LeBron's going to come out and he's going to score like 20 points in the first quarter. He'll probably come out and score another 13 to 15 in the second quarter. He'll probably take a small break in the third, but he's still going to score like maybe 10 in the third. And in the fourth quarter, he's going to nut up and score. Like, it's just going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be one of those games where he strikes fear in people. It's going to be one of those games. I say he's going to do like 45 to 50 points. He's just going to come out and straight up bust everybody up with threes, slamming on folks. It's just going to be all bad for the Pacers. Like, his energy is going to go straight through the roof. It's just going to be like, yo, he going to be telling his woman, look, put the kids to bed early. I got to get plenty of sleep. I'm not trying to stay up all night. He might have to go to the secret. He might have to go to the one room in the house where he can get, where he's got it padded up so it's totally quiet in there, so he can just sleep all night. Like, baby, I got to go to the secret room. She'd be like, okay, I can understand. I'll see you in the morning. I'll have your breakfast ready. Hey, no problem. Saturday, he just going to be in that room watching tapes and just totally out. Can't even hear the kids. Can't even nothing. If they need them, they're going to be calling them on the intercom. Honey, did you want scrambled eggs in the morning, or I'll take scrambled eggs. Okay, good night. Good night. That's how they're going to be talking through an intercom. It's going to be just completely blocked out. He going to be in there like a damn mummy. He going to be in there like a freaking mummy. Honey, your daughter says good night. Good night, baby. Good night, Daddy. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be like that. I bet he got one of those rooms where it's just all padded up. Tell LeBron James Jr. to make sure he combs his hair, and tell Bryce that I said, yeah, good night. I'm just saying, when he come out, y'all gonna see a whole different Bron. It's going to be one of them. The dude is 6'9", okay? I mean, he's built like a daggone linebacker, all right? He's going to come out and do it to him. It's going to be on. He going to drink some Red Bull. He going to be on tilt all night. He might turn around and say something to Skip Bayless after it's all over. 85 games. Skip Bayless. I'm just saying, he might just go in. On steroids, I think they all on something. Yeah, hopping on the tables after the game winner. I think they all jacked up. I think they all on something. Straight up, man. I think they all on something. Okay. I'm going to say this. When I was in my 30s, I was still running a mile in under 5 minutes. So it's not like at 34, it's all downhill. I was still fast at 30, 34, you know what I'm saying? At 220 pounds, I was still benching over 300 pounds. So, and I'm not a super athlete, I'm an average athlete. So I get it. You can still perform at peak performance every now and then. I did play running back in high school. Every now and then I played running back in high school. In the 10th grade, I was a running back. When I hit the 11th grade, I was more a defensive player. I was a defensive end, and I played a little bit of running back, but I didn't have any speed. My leg speed was not very good. I was a straight ahead runner. I was a fullback. Yeah. Nope, I haven't. Yeah, they're trying to get these robots to shoot perfect jumpers and whatnot. You notice how, when dealing with science and stuff like that, you notice how they always have some new breakthrough, but they always say how far the robot is from taking over a human body. But nonetheless, they always have breakthroughs. It's just like, nah, man, I was above average in high school football, but I wasn't the man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't that dude. I was scouted by Penn State and Slippery Rock because I had a pretty decent game. I had a couple decent games. I could hit. That's it. I could hit, but I lost my zeal for it after high school, and I went into the service when I was 19. So, I did that. I ran track too. So, but like I said, I wasn't fast. There was a couple guys. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Brian Chismore. You could probably Google him. I played when he was in 10th grade. I was in the 8th grade. You could probably look up Ben Haddix. He was the running back, and I was the fullback. Or Tim McCutcheon. You could probably look up any of those. Ben Haddix played for Slippery Rock. Okay. How did you hurt your back, Tone? I was born with pretty much, my spinal column is closing in every day, and it's painful. So I was born like that, though. It just doesn't catch up to you until you get older. Picture my bear. I don't watch you on my laptop. Well, that's okay. Go on and watch me on the laptop. Yeah. So it disabled me from being able to do what most people can normally do. When I walk, I'm in pain. When I'm sitting right now, I'm in pain. But I don't like to take painkillers. So a lot of time I use Chi in order to stop, the pain. And sometimes it gets real bad. I'll be laid up for a half a day, like real bad. But I still go lift. I lift about once or twice a week, and I knock out a lot of push-ups now because of my shoulder. But I can still bench 315. I could put 315 up once. But now I don't concentrate on lifting heavy anymore. I can still do it, but most of my concentration is on dumbbells. I like to lift mid-heavy dumbbells. Like I like to lift with the 60s, 70s on the dumbbells. doing chest workout and shoulder workout. It's just easier on my shoulder than, you know, hitting the bench. Dumbbells will get you strong. So I like that. Your fall. We all was born with some. Yeah. Yep. So I was born with it. I didn't even know I had it until a couple of years ago. You know, I was like, my back is always hurting. It was like, well, you have a disease called spinal stenosis. And I was like, hootie wootie? Like, huh? It's like, yeah, spinal stenosis is a spinal disease that, well, thank you. It causes your spinal column to hurt. That's why you have so much pain in it, because it's getting narrower and more narrow. And the more narrow it gets, the more it hurts. And I was like, well, that's about right, because I feel it in my cervical, thoracic, and my lower lumbar. So I feel it all the way up and down my spine every day. And so my movements are a lot stiffer. You know, just doing this, oh, that hurt. It just hurts, you know, so I can't go out. And plus my knees also have scar tissues from running on it. So my knees hurt just standing up and sitting down. And this is how I start gaining weight. And I try to control my weight by doing boxes and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so you might have it too. But once you have spinal stenosis in America, you are disabled. Need to get it checked out, but it will disable you. Like the stuff I used to do, I used to work at a car factory, I can no longer do. Like I can't go and work out there one day. If I do, I'll be laid up for a week, because it's constantly bending over and picking up metal items. And I no longer can do that. I would have to pop some serious pills, but I'll regret it. Once those painkillers wear out, it'll be all bad for me. So I stopped working there about a year or so ago. You know, I would go every now and then, and I finally had to give in. I was like, okay. Because, I mean, I was like this for like 3 days. But I didn't want to take any painkillers too. I wish I would have, but I was like, nope, I'm not taking any painkillers. Because I don't want to be addicted. I don't want to be addicted to painkillers. I can pick things up. Like I can deadlift 405. I could probably lift that without a problem. But my back will be lit up if I do. Hell, I can military press sitting down 225. I military press that. You know what I'm saying? It just, whatever I do, it just hurts and it costs me in pain. That's why I can't keep doing it. Or else I'd be at the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I go to the gym maybe once or twice a week and I'm good. Every day I wake up, oh, I should go to the gym. Not always a good idea. But I do get in once a week and I get in there and crank it. People are like, okay, why are you lifting that much weight? Because I can. Especially if some young boy wants to get in there and try to show out. I just be looking at him like, I can lift all that. Old man, I'll be like, I got your old man right here. Put some weight on that bench. Oh, you gonna put how much on there? Oh, you want some of that 265? How many times we doing it? Like, let's go. Who are you talking to? 265 free weights on that bench press? You ain't said nothing but a thing. Let's get it in. You better quit talking that up in here. What you done said, oh, you about to get a spanking. You want some of that 285? You ain't shared nothing. Let's get it then. Let go. 275 5 times. Oh, boy. I'm just getting warmed up. You better come on with the come on. I don't play. No young whippersnapper. Sometimes I go in house shoes. Walk in the gym with house shoes. I've done that before. Go to the bench, put that 315 on it. Yeah. Boom. Walk out. They looking at me like, this dude just going like, yeah. I just want to know if I still got it. Put that 225 on there and warm up with 10 times. What's up? Let's get it. Oh, I'm talking about. I ain't trying to be the strongest guy in the gym, but hamburger, I just want to be able to handle my. Just in case somebody trying to run up on a man. Trying to run up on those youngins. Oh, I ain't gonna run up on the OG. What the hell not? Just because I'm 50, don't mean you're gonna run up on who? Oh, snatch your little bony head. But then on down, I'll be in them curling them 60s. Cranking them 60, curling them. Love it. We're working everything. I'm lifting 2 plates. That's what the young dudes be looking at me crazy too. One dude was like, man, I can't get past 285. And I was like, man, you need to get on over there on that machine over there. You probably get it there. I've had a couple people. One dude was like, what? If you guys look at my Instagram, it's TTONE 202. TTONE 202. You'll see a lot of my weightlifting stuff. Because my neighbors used to look at my videos and stuff and watch me lift. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know I was strong until I was like, oh, you need to see some of my YouTube videos. You'll see me lifting. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even know how much I was lifting until I found out I was lifting like, you know, in the 3s. I just kept putting 10s on each side. I have 225 on there, and I just kept putting 10s on each side. So, you know, I was doing 3 something. It's not a big deal to me because I've seen guys my age do more. I've seen guys my age put up 405. Only reason why I don't go in and try to do 405 because I know I'll be back in the sling again. Now, what I will probably do, I'll probably start lifting. I'll probably start cranking them 100-pound dumbbells. That's probably going to happen on the flat bench. I got some 100s, 135s. Yeah. Dude. Yeah. I can see that happening. 135 on the incline bench. Yeah. The problem is I lift by myself. You got a lifting partner. That's easier to do. I can hand you the metal. I love it. I am on the incline bench. My max is probably maybe 285. I could probably do more. I just don't try to. I put it to you like this. I usually do sets of 225. 5 times. I might do about 2 or 3 sets with that. Puts me out maybe 285, maybe 300. I don't know. When it hurts, I just don't. Guys be in there flexing. Like that. Go in there and military press that 135. Put it down. If you're going to be a fat person, be a strong fat person. You know what I'm saying? We want them fat people that people, if you like, oh, you fat, be like, yeah, but I can pick up your car. If I get lifts from the start of the press, do I lift more? Well, you're using less energy to stabilize the weight, especially if it's dumbbells. I don't get lift offs. Even when I'm going up to 335, I don't get lift offs. Tell them no. The reason why I don't get lift offs is because when a person lifts the weight off and you get it above your chest and they let it go, if that weight is too heavy, it's coming down. I like to take the weight off and I gauge from lifting the weight off if I can crank it and how many times I can crank it. I get it off and I'm just like, oh yeah, I got this. 335. Yank. See, I don't like the strain. You know, I've had a hernia operation. You don't want to strain. It just hurts. It's just not good for you. All that twisting. I don't want to do that. When I lift my max weight, I lift it fairly easy. To me, easy is coming down, hitting it, and coming up slowly like this. Bam. Hard is coming down and I'm not interested in that. I'm not trying to bust a gut. I'm not getting paid to do this. I don't care about somebody else's ego. You know, there's plenty of people who can lift more than me. I don't give a damn. I just want to be able to put up a certain weight and feel good about that. So I don't get lift off, man. I want to be able to feel my shoulders going to be all right. If it's not, I'll just put the weight down. Like, I don't go, man, I've seen people come in there and throw up 375. There's one guy who works in there. He was throwing it up 5 times. This guy used to bench press 540. I will never bench press 540. But that's what he did. He was, you know, he competed. The thing about it is he hurt himself doing that. You know, he's like, I'm not doing that no more. So he'll take 375 and crank it 5 times. And that's super strong. That's strong right there. 375 5 times. Dude was like 5'3". You know what I'm saying? I know some guys who come in there and can get it. Short dudes, man, they boom. So I'm not trying to. I just kind of joke with the younger dudes who are, you know, when I tell them how old I am, you know, they're just kind of, how is it that you're lifting this much and I can't? I just kind of mess with those guys. But there's some guys who come in there and they can lift way more than me. I don't care. Every now and then, some of them will try to show off, and I'll tell them that I don't care. I'll be like, yeah, man, good for you. And then I'll just walk away. That doesn't mean anything. You can lift more than me. Okay. You come up here 3-4 times a week. I come up here once a week. I say you got to keep your strength. For those of you who don't lift, get down and knock out some push-ups. If you can't get to a gym, you know, I go to 2 different gyms, usually in the same day. If you can't get, sometimes 3. Sometimes I hit the Y if I want to go swimming or to the sauna. But if you can't get to the gym, you can do isometrics. You can, you know, do chi exercises. you can do a lot of core workouts. Like I do most of my workouts right here behind. Knockout push-ups, 10, 20 of them. You can do elevated push-ups. Put your feet up on the stairs and do elevated push-ups. That gets your chest real nice. I've been going for a year with my friend. It's been hard to gain weight. But I'm about, oh, you're small. 154 pounds. And the most I can bench is 205 for like 6. Yeah, but 154 benching 205, that's not too terrible at all. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you right now, you can bench press more than that. Your weight is not what's keeping your weight from going up. Just because you're 154 pounds doesn't mean that's the reason why you can't bench any higher than 205. It's your regimen. It's the workouts that you're doing. You know, you probably got you probably been doing the same thing for months, the same workouts, the same boring, and ain't switched up on nothing. Well, it's called muscle memory. Your muscles are going to do exactly what you tell them to do. And they're going to keep doing that same old thing. This is why you got to switch it up. Sometimes you might not want to go to the gym. Sometimes you just might want to stay home and just do some, workouts at home. Pick up some different stuff at home. I mean, there's a lot of different push-ups that you can do to make your core stronger. See, your core is probably weak. This is why you can't push past that 205. It's not that your arms are weak. Your core is weak. So this is the reason why football players are some of the strongest humans on the earth. Their core strength is ridiculous. Like, I remember when, who's that, Clay, that plays for the Cheeseheads? Clay, I don't know what his last name is. I actually saw him in the airport. He used to play for Ohio State. Yeah, bro, you don't work on your core, you're not able to push through that. My core is strong because I do core workouts, But anyway, so the guy who plays linebacker for the Cheeseheads, Clay something, he's always on the, commercials with Aaron Rodgers. Clay Matthews. He's a big dude. He's strong. But he got into it with he hit, I think it was Colin Kaepernick or something like that. When he hit him, he was near the San Francisco sideline. And one of the linemen picked Clay Matthews up by his shoulder pads and lifted him in the air. It was talking to him. And Clay Matthews was slapping this guy in the helmet. You could probably see it on YouTube. He just yanked Clay Matthews up like this, boom, and was talking to him. A full-grown ass football player, big as hell, picked up another football. You picked up a grown man like a rug, and he did it on purpose. He was letting Clay Matthews know that, one, I'm seriously stronger than you, and two, you just pissed me off. Like, this is what you got to look forward to. Now go hit the gym and see if you can get to my strength. You can't. You can't. That big 390-pound lineman is just diesel. He picked Clay up like he was a little girl. It was just so impressive. 225 pounds, 255 pounds. He yanked him up like he was 55 pounds. Quickly. Go see it. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can pull it up so I can leave you guys a link if you can just hang on to it, man. Pull this up. It was amazing. Yeah, here it is. Green Bay versus, yeah, he hit Colin Kaepernick. Let me see if this is the one. Yep, yanked him. Number 74. But this isn't the one where he picked him up, though. And this is a terrible recording. This is somebody recording a recording. Number 75 picked him up. But it doesn't even show him picking him up in this one. Yeah, it was Colin Kaepernick he yoked up. Somebody, it's a terrible recording. It's a terrible recording. That was definitely a late hit, though. See if they're going to show Stanley. That's what it looks like his name is. If they're going to show him actually pick him up, because it looked like he. So he snatched him, but at this angle, you can't see him pick him up. Yeah, it was Stanley, but you can't see him pick him up at that angle. There's another angle where Stanley picks him up. Yeah, he did it. Okay. Oh, this is such a terrible. All right, so it's just a sucky angle that they have it. But, yeah, Stanley picked him up. But they don't show Stanley actually picking him up. They just show Stanley pushing him back. And you can see Clay Matthews just kind of leaving his feet. This big line man pushing him back. But nonetheless, it still shows how strong he is. I'll leave a link, but this is a terrible it still shows how ridiculously strong Stanley is compared to Clay Matthews. And like you said, he's 225. I mean, it's just like, wow. Hey, Tom, do you think sports are fixed through drafting as well? Okay, so the draft is interesting because the draft has a lot of people who are naive coming into sports. This is why a lot of them leave very quickly. DeMarcus Russell. Be safe, Tone. I'm taking it down. Gotta meet my girl for breakfast. Be safe out. Yeah, man. God bless, Thomas. Thanks a lot, bro. So there's a lot of people that come into sports through the draft who are unaware. They're just caught up in the glitz and glamour of what they did. And yeah, peace. And God bless you, sir. And what they did at college, and they were these big stars in college. And then when they get into the NFL, the NBA, you know, they're starstruck and they're meeting all their favorite stars and yada, yada. Then they're going to all these boring meetings and financial meetings. They want to get to the girls in the gold chains. That's where they want to go. So in the actual draft, actual draft kind of fools the players, if you ask me. Because everybody's there, your mama's there, everybody's crying. You know, okay, these guys want me to come into the sports. Do I think that it's rigged? I think some of the draft is rigged, but the players don't know. Okay, if I'm trying to think of some people who. Okay, let's look at RG3. RG3 got drafted. He got drafted high. He's a great quarterback coming out of Baylor. But the thing about RG3 was he was already damaged goods. This is why he just didn't last long, and he's coming back, I think. But RG3 was completely different than Andrew Luck, to me. They both came in with a lot of fanfare, a lot of hype, but RG3 had more hype towards him than Andrew Luck did. Andrew Luck, the Spartan, RG3, the Baylor Bear. It's just more hype for RG3. To me, RG3 went to a worse team. but they really needed a good quarterback. Their system was not set up for RG3 at all. And this, hurt him in the long run. And then going to the Browns was even worse, But if RG3 would have came to the Steelers, that would have been different. But of course, we had Roethlisberger. Or if RG3 would have went to San Francisco, I think he would have done better. He would have had probably a bigger line, and that's what he needed. And that's what the Redskins were struggling with. So it hurt him. But the draft and the way those two were drafted made me look at them and going, you guys are so unaware. You know what I'm saying? And the way and then how the draft picks these stellar players and puts them on these average teams to try to, fix the teams who are not doing so good. Okay, and the thing about this, the truth is, the way the draft is set up is for Dirk Nowitzki, who's done, this team hasn't done that good, for them to get number 1, number 2 draft pick. People also trade draft picks. They're going, I'll give away my number 1 and my number 2 draft pick if I can get so-and-so this year. They're not even sure who that's going to be. I'll give away my Zion Williams if I can get CP3 and throw in Carmelo Anthony with Isaiah Thomas. I'll give up Zion Williams for that. I'll give up somebody who could be a franchise player, and I'll end up having to pay him $50 million after his, first year, because you got to pay him $5 million for the rookie year, and then you pay him big. So I don't want to do that. I'll go ahead and spend my $50 million on these 3 guys and get that money back because these guys are already popular instead of trying to build up a Zion Williams. And that's just how the money goes. I got $50 million here for the next 2 years. How do I want to spend my $50 million? Or for the year, without going into luxury tax, without it costing me. I'll get some guys who's been out here already for a while, not going trying to get another rookie because they're already in the contract. But if I'm going to give up my 2nd and 3rd round draft pick, I want some guys who's already going to create revenue, who's going to give my fans some kind of hope. It's going to put some eyeballs on the game. It's not necessarily trying to win and go to the championship. Yeah, I'm not trying to go to the championship, Dirk Nowitzki, Lakers. I'm not trying to go to, Bulls, Phoenix. We're not trying to go to championship next year. That is not our goal. Our goal is to try to recoup Knicks, with all those hurt players. Our goal is to try to spend a certain amount of money and try to recoup that money as quickly as possible. If you go get a new Zion Williams, that money is not going to come that quick. That money you're going to have to spend $5 million when Zion comes into the game. That's $5 million right there. That's his rookie year. So nobody, people heard of him, but you're not going to get all you can out of Zion Williams in your rookie year. Case in point, the Lakers. They're not getting all they can out of the Ball brothers or Lonzo Ball. They're not getting all what Lonzo can do because his shot is crooked. His concentration on the game is different than anybody else's because he's super passive. He's just not what you want all the way right now. But give him another 2 or 3 years, he might turn all the way up. But right now he's having a terrible rookie season. But he's still got great potential. You know what I'm saying? So the draft is kind of funny style to me. When I watch the draft, I don't really watch the draft, but when I pay some mind to it, it's got a funny way of trying to get these teams on an even scale, but it never really seems to happen. It's always flip-floppy and one-sided to me. It's like a mixed bag of nuts. You just don't know what you're getting, even though, you know, you go in and pick somebody, you know, that kid that came out of Syracuse. You know, you get the kid that came out of Gonzaga, you know, and then they're a flop. You know, that's what happened, you know, back in 09, that kid that came out of Gonzaga after they won the championship, didn't do anything. Wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? But then you get, you know, like I said, the Lakers, you know, the ball, all the fanfare around Lonzo Ball. But, you know, you got a Markelle Fultz. You know, he's doing what he's supposed to do. But did he come with all the fanfare? No. So you just kind of watch the draft. And because some of the players that come into the game, there's always going to be a certain percent that's going to get weeded out when it comes to the draft. And to me, the draft sets those people up to fail. That sounds weird, but it's true. Anytime you send a quarterback, a brand new quarterback to Cleveland, fresh out of college, you're setting them up to fail. Cleveland's system is not ready for a fresh-legged quarterback. They're not ready for Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel, it may look like he did wrong, but Johnny Manziel did right. Okay, so Kawhi is going to Cali. I don't know where he's going, but I know he's going to stay in the West. It'll be unbalanced if he comes to the East. He'll stay in the West. That's why I think LeBron is going to stay in the East. But when you look at Johnny Manziel's story, Texas A&M, right? Stellar player, stellar quarterback. Just he's got Doug Flutie and Jake the Snake, you know, written all over him. Got a little hand cannon going on too. That's why I like what the Eagles did. They signed good veteran players. Yeah. That was a smart move to do. See, the Eagles went as far as they did is because they had two starting quarterbacks. And both of them were good. Nick Foles was Eagles still. Yeah. Eagles still good. Nick Foles and then the guy who won it all. Nick Foles was an MVP. And he got hurt. So, you know, his second string quarterback stepped up and did right. That's a two quarterback system to me. You know, there's really no argument on who's going to be the starting quarterback. The answer is both of you. Like, I wouldn't even play that game with them. But the problem is individual stats can hurt when you're playing a two quarterback system. So you got to bring two quarterbacks into the game who understand a two quarterback system. And sometimes that two quarterback system could be like, it could be staying still contender all day because of Drew Brees. The reason why you have a two quarterback system is because you want to start running, you know, slots. You know, you want to have a slot back who can throw. You want to start, you know, fooling the defense. You want to have somebody like Slash from the Steelers, you know, Cordell Stewart. Okay, just let me put it to you like this. Just imagine Cordell Stewart and Terry Bradshaw on the same team at the same, well, they're on the same team, but at the same time. Terry Bradshaw can't run 2 miles an hour, but Cordell Stewart can't. Terry Bradshaw was excellent when it came to reading the defense. He was a great commander. He got the ball down the field. Cordell Stewart was great under Michael Vick. He was fast. He could run. He could throw the ball. He had moves, everything. And just imagine both of them playing at the same time. That's a good two quarterback system. You know what I'm saying? On the field at the same time. I'm not talking about just on the same. I'm talking about on the field at the same time. That defense would be confused. They wouldn't know what's going to happen. They wouldn't know. And just imagine Terry Bradshaw, Cordell Stewart, and Antonio Brown with Juju Smith-Schuster. What is about to happen? You just, all that speed and talent, you just don't know. Yeah, he was a beast. That's why he had 2 $100 million contracts. Nobody else has done that. 2 $100 million. Right. McNabb and yeah. But the thing about McNabb, that's when he was going out to me. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything out of them anytime soon. I'll take that, Jones. We've been having some debate about that. Yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, you can't put Johnny Manziel on the worst team and then expect that team to get better. That will beat you up. I mean, and it's just a terrible thing to put him in. If you were going to put somebody, if you want to bring Cleveland up, give him Alex Smith or Kirk Cousins. Don't give him no rookie. Give him somebody who's been in the game, or Phillip Rivers, or Tannehill. You know what I'm saying? Give him some of them hard heads who can take a hit, like Brett Favre. That's who goes to Cleveland. Especially like Brett Favre is a better example. Because Brett not only he took a hit, he gave it. That's the person you put on Cleveland. Been in the game for a few years, can take a hit, will talk that junk to you, will get back up after you knock this helmet off, and will talk that like, look, that's who you put on Cleveland, and you watch what happens to Cleveland. Not to mention, he'll just now when the coaches, like my ass, he'll just take over. He'll go to the GM and say, "This is who I need. This is who I don't need. Do it, or I'm leaving." And it's like, okay, Brett, we're gonna go ahead and do it. You need a what? Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I think. If you want to bring the Browns up, that's who you give them. You don't give them no wet behind the ear rookie. That's not the team a rookie should go into. A rookie should not go to. And then ran the division when they had a Bernie Kosar. Yep, Bernie Kosar. Packers always contenders. Yeah, you don't send a rookie to the Browns. You don't send a rookie to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is going to start getting better. They started winning at the end of the season. The teams you send a rookie to, Dallas. You send a rookie to Dallas. Matter of fact, they have a rookie. And what happened? As soon as they got their rookie, boom. Matter of fact, they had 2 rookies. And they was doing good until Ezekiel Elliott got into that nonsense. See, that's what I'm saying. There's certain teams you can send a rookie to. You can send a rookie to the Colts. But that's as low as it gets on the rookie level. You don't want to send a rookie to you can send a rookie to Carolina. Like Carolina, the Colts, well, the Carolina Carolina's been doing better than the Colts recently, but that's only because they sent them the right rookie. A couple other teams you can't send a rookie to. You don't want to send a rookie to Chicago. Tyrod Taylor was a good signing for the Browns. I don't know too much about him. Be truthful right now. I don't know too much about him. You can send a rookie to the Steelers. You send a rookie anywhere, you send him to the Steelers. Because Steelers' pride is behind that iron curtain. And that's what a rookie needs. If you're going to send a Dan Marino, like you can't send a rookie to the Bills and don't send one to the Falcons. Or you can send one to the Falcons. Don't send one to the Bills. Don't send one to the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a fresh out of college. Not starting them. No. But Pittsburgh is the team you can send a rookie to and start them. Yeah. Yeah. That Avengers movie was so good. The Avengers movie was so good, I'm going to see it again. Anyways. Oh, don't send one to Miami. No way. I'm going to bed, you guys. God bless you all. I'll be back on tomorrow sometime after I get done with my homework. But I got to call it a night. I've been talking for 2 hours. But thanks for stopping by. You guys are awesome. Peace.